We will be following up with all the latest developments taking place in Lebanon as we speak. And moving on with our news, in the related news, Hezbollah announced that it targeted a large Israeli infantry force in the Misgav settlement with rockets and artillery fire. The group also confirmed a missile strike on Israeli forces gathered at the Shomera barracks. Additionally, Hezbollah reported launching a rocket salvo at Israeli forces and artillery positions south of the Kiryat Shmona settlement. The Israeli occupation launched an airstrike on the Shweifat area of Beirut. The Israeli warplanes have once again entered the airspace of southern Lebanon. Israeli artillery also targeted several towns on the Litani River in southern Lebanon's eastern sector. According to the Lebanese National News Agency, 3 civilians were killed in an Israeli strike on a home in the Bin Shbail district of southern Lebanon. The Israeli occupation military also carried out 2 more airstrikes in Beirut's southern suburbs. Hezbollah clarified that the first Israeli strike on the Lebanese capital hit a residential apartment in the Ruwais area, while the second targeted the Jammus neighborhood. The identity of the individuals targeted in these strikes has not yet been confirmed. The occupation military has revealed that the 36th Division, along with additional forces, has joined the ground operation in Lebanon. This division includes infantry and regular armored units. Earlier this week, Israel announced it has conducted what it described as limited ground operations, supported by air and artillery strikes, targeting Hezbollah positions in Lebanese territory. Axios has cited an Israeli official saying that all options are on the table for responding to Iran, including potential strikes on its nuclear facilities. The official indicated that Iranian oil production sites and other strategic locations may also be targeted. Axios further noted that Tel Aviv is expected to respond forcefully to Iran within days, suggesting that the response may include covert operations similar to the assassination of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh. Israeli media reports that Prime Minister Netanyahu will hold security consultations to discuss potential responses to the Iranian attack. Netanyahu characterized the Iranian attack as a significant mistake, claiming it failed, while simultaneously threatening Tehran with consequences for its aggression against Israel. The Israeli Political Security Cabinet is reportedly considering retaliatory strikes on Iranian oil facilities. Israeli opposition leader Yair Lapid has stated that Iran will pay a heavy price for its attack on Israel, insisting that the response should be severe. Lapid emphasized the urgent need to bring back hostages from Gaza and called for Israel to develop a comprehensive regional strategy to achieve its objectives.
End of the war, and no political process, political turbulence should affect the hostage deal. We have to bring them back.
Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian says that Tehran is not seeking war despite the recent missile strikes. Pezeshkian described these strikes as merely a part of Iran's overall capabilities. He also reiterated that Iran will stand firm against any threats. The Chief of Staff of the Iranian Army, General Mohammad Baqiri, has threatened to strike all infrastructure in Israel. This warning comes in response to any potential Israeli retaliation for the Iranian missile attack last night. In a televised statement, Bagheri declared that the recent bombardment could be repeated with even greater force, targeting all Israeli infrastructure. Tehran claimed that their recent missile strikes inflicted both material and human losses. Iranian media has reported that the Civil Aviation Authority will cancel all flights in the country until tomorrow morning. The flight tracking site, Flight Radar 24, has indicated that flights are being redirected to available destinations. Several airlines have suspended their flights to the region or are avoiding its airspace. The United Nations Security Council will hold a session today to discuss developments in the Middle East. The Iranian Foreign Ministry has urged the Security Council to take decisive action to prevent new threats from Israel, asserting that its missile attacks solely targeted military installations. U.S. President Joe Biden has reaffirmed America's support for Israel following the Iranian attack. He claimed that the recent missile assault was thwarted and proved ineffective, citing close coordination between Israel and the U.S. military.
The attack appears to have been defeated and ineffective, and this is testament to Israeli military capability.
U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin has spoken with Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant following Iran's strike against Israel. Austin noted that both he and Gallant praised the coordinated defense of Israel in response to approximately 200 ballistic missiles launched by Iran.
Palestinian civilians in Gaza is both a moral responsibility and a strategic imperative.
The Kremlin has expressed concern over the escalating situation in the Middle East, calling it alarming and urging all sides to exercise restraint. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov told reporters that Russia is in contact with all parties in the region and condemns any action resulting in civilian casualties. Israeli Foreign Minister Israel Katz has announced that United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres is now banned from entering Israel. Katz claims that Guterres failed to clearly condemn Iran's criminal attack on Israel and that he was therefore not fit to set foot on Israeli soil. He has also accused Guterres for hating Israel and supporting terrorists.
Bloodiest day in Lebanon since 2006.